Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports' final game of the road trip, and I'm not sure they're ready to go home just yet tonight. You've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this. Cheryl's been waiting for it. Oh, boy. Put the chatter aside. The puck is dropped. Here we go. That's a paddling.
How'd you like to look up and see this guy barreling down on you? You know that he's got the strength, he's got the power, and he's got the will to take it to the net. Jarvis is in a scoreless drought, and this is a tough place to be. He's not used to it, trying to figure it out, listen to some advice, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be one that ricochets in that'll likely break the streak.
Montreal's got it in the offensive zone. Passes it over to Ehlers. Loses the coverage there. Carolina's playing it from the side. You've been thunderstruck.
Yeah, and you can see and feel that coming, couldn't you, James? And man, that was
spectacular save right there. Wow!
Unbelievable. I mean, it was all but in, and he steals it because of that last-ditch attempt to find the puck. Just incredible save, James.
Lets the wrister go. Big save by the goaltender watching that one. Dumps it in. The Habs scoop it up along the boards. Oh, wow! Devastating hit there.
Oh, painful, James. I felt that one in the broadcast booth.
He scores! And look at the team huddling around. This is a special one.
Yeah, 300 points throughout his career, James, and the offensive producer that he's become, guess what? He's becoming dependable. In today's game, the goaltenders are just so good. You don't often beat them one-on-one. James, if you gotta follow up on what he does, you gotta pound those pucks, he does it, and he buries it.
Looking to set up offensively. Takes it to the net. Denies him in front.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit. Gets the job done.
Nearing the midway mark of the period, the Habs have taken a 1-0 lead. Montreal's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Passes it over. Oh, how did he get a piece of that? Steps inside. Puck scooped up by Miller. Dishes it off. What a stop.
Jones makes another incredible save, and really that's what he's been doing all season long. I mean, his save percentage numbers are terrific. The team is winning. You can't ask for much more than that, can you, James?
And a great save.
What a great job of tracking the puck, not one, but 2 consecutive saves.
Montreal's capitalizing their offensive abilities here in this first period. The Canadiens win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Dano. Oh, what a save in front.
I would have lost the puck 3 times by the time that I've been handled like that by the coverage. I mean, but he does it. He just knows how to move and maneuver his body around the puck. He can shield it, and he maintains possession for a great shot on net.
And he makes the save. Feeds the puck up to Dano. Goes right to the crease. And he's peeling off to regroup. Puck grabbed by Robinson. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Picked up along the boards by Chatfield. The Canadiens gain possession along the wall. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
He got all of that one. Taken by Slavkovsky. Get a little physical there with that collision. Cutting to the front of the net. They score! And that's up by Delorier. Gain momentum up along the side. The Canadiens move the puck in the defensive zone. Slafkovsky's got it against the boards. Big time stop.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
And we'll get a breather here with offside the call. Getting into the later stages of this period, Montreal's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. The Hurricanes take possession after that neutral zone face-off. Rocked him! Nice zone entry from the left. Skates to the crease. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. And now it's grabbed by Laine. Knocks the puck loose after a solid hit. Slavens crossed the line and gained the zone. Picks up the puck. Carolina's got a hold of the puck now. And that goes off a player in front. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone.
Are trying to put the game away, but unfortunately that one hits the post and comes out, and this is a tough one to take. You have the lead, you want to extend it, and you certainly don't want to give any life to your opponent.
Clean sheet of ice, period 2 is set to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. All right, Pounder, put your analyst hat on here. We've played already a period. What do you make of this one?
The Hurricanes are trailing in this game simply because they haven't had the puck. They've been chasing it. They haven't found their legs. Listen, you have to play aggressive. You have to attack if you want to win the game.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Montreal's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. Suzuki's won the draw there on the attack. Sends the pass down low. Angles it over to Ehlers. Handles the pass at center. Throws it in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Great read by Ehlers. Puck scooped up by Laine. Ehlers breakaway. Oh, what a save! Goalie advantage there.
Oh, yeah, and how often do you see it after practice, James? Like 5-puck breakaway after breakaway. Well, this goaltender, he does his job, making himself big as possible and taking away any daylight.
He got all of that hit on the play. Quick pass to Suzuki. From center, they get into the attacking area. Dobson's going to play it against the half wall. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
The Hurricanes will play it from the defensive zone. Great poke check on the reach. Carolina's got the puck along the wall. Stopped it with the paddle. Wow!
Well, grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Drills him. Slides the puck over. Montreal's through center and now in the offensive end.
It's only 1 goal away, James, of his next milestone right here.
Gets a pad on it and turns that one aside.
Anderson's made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that. But he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
The Canadiens will be tough to beat tonight if they continue to play the way they have been, really active in the offensive zone. Deneau's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Moves the puck down low. Driving right to the front. Big time stop there.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction.
grabs the puck here at the point. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Great read by the keeper to poke it away.
Jones hasn't been busy tonight, but he makes the save right there because he's emotionally invested and engaged in the game, and that's key when you're a goaltender. You have to find a way to stay ready at all times.
Offside the call. We'll get a reset. Montreal's had the better scoring opportunities and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. And off the draw, they take the puck. Moves it quickly over to Laine. Can't keep a hold of it. Carolina's got it in their own zone. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Oh, he did not expect that one, and he is paying for it.
He is paying for it, and he's got to wear it. He's got to own it there, James. If you play with your head down in this league, you are going to get rocked and rusted.
Break out the clutch here on the score because it's full unanswered.
Well, it's incredible. You can tell that they are moving and shaking. They're getting the puck on north. They're transitioning so fast. And they have their opponent on their heels. There it is, James. I mean, this guy just knows how to score goals. He's got a knack for the net for a goal scorer, and that's why he's leading his team. Tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time? You want to take space? Goaltender does it, makes the save. Well, you can certainly sense the frustration. I mean, they're getting blown out in this game, and he deploys that hit. You can see it in the body language right now by the entire bench. They're extremely frustrated.
The Canadiens have just absolutely dominated here. Look at the scoreboard. They've dominated in shots as well here late in the second. Deneau's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. Grabbed around the board by Ehlers. The Canadiens gain control of the puck. Takes that pass back to the point. Just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Wow. Moves into the slot, and it goes over 2-1.
Wow, James, was he ever dialed in that sequence of saves? I mean, 1, 2, multiple saves here. His D's got to help him out.
Montreal's coaching staff must be impressed with what they're seeing from their players tonight. Lots of pucks on net, and they continue to lead late in the second. Evans has the puck against the half wall. Snapper from the slot. Scores! He does it again, and hits a little milestone while he's at it.
Yeah, it's good to your point, James. Nothing to shake your head at. Yeah, I mean, he can finish, he can shoot it all this year. Well, there's a ton of time and space in that high slot area. He makes the right choice of selection of shots. That quick snapshot throws it into the feet, disguises the angle, and beats the goal clean. Well, yeah, you know that their opponent certainly wants it, an opportunity to reset and catch their breath. But for them, you know that they're going to go to that intermission. Now they're going to sit down, get out of rhythm. They don't want it disrupted. So you know that the leadership group's going to be talking about keeping the pedal to the metal.
Montreal's got control of it now from their own end. Here's a chance. Cuts into the paint. Oh, what a stop.
Well, that's desperation at its finest to be able to get to that puck and send a clear message to his team that he's behind him. He's going to be the foundation tonight. Well, this goal is a prime example of having a knack for the net. That's exactly what he does. He's not afraid to get gritty or dirty. Call it what you want. Go to the messy areas. But he finds his rebound and he buries it home.
Suzuki's going off for elbowing.
Well, it's an aggressive game, and you're trying to deliver a hit, but the moment your arms go up, your elbow goes up, and this one's going to be an elbowing call.
The Hurricanes will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening. Puck is dropped, he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. Carolina's going to start this period with a different goaltender. The Hurricanes go right back at it on the power play here and win the draw to start the frame. Carolina's got the puck along the wall. Right in front! And puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go. Quick feed to Janot. That knocks him off the puck. Sends it across. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front.
It's hard to say whether they make him like they used to, but this is a tough one. He's perfectly set up, and then it craters on him, just snaps in half, and he's on his way to the bench for a new one.
Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. To his teammate! Montreal's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. To the low slot! Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James, and listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
The Habs penalty killers come up huge.
James, the PK was a specialty team that I actually played on, and a good, impressive habits there, and it leads to the kill.
Takes a shot. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps him at bay. Moves it to Janot. The Habs take it along the wall. And the puck's kicked free. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Bussy.
Suzuki's been on it all night, and as you can see here, the grade A chances just piled up, and finally he broke through here, James. He didn't get frustrated. What I loved about it was he continued to get to the right spots. If you're getting good looks, at some point, it's eventually going to go in.
Montreal's been a dominant force offensively. Plenty of quality scoring opportunities, and they lead it big time early in the third. The Canadiens take possession here inside the offensive zone. Play is called for offside. Montreal's have been on a roll offensively tonight, and they lead it here early in this third period. And off the draw center, they take control of the puck. Doc's got the puck. Slides it across. Great reflex on display tonight on his part. Centering pass in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Puck moved over to Stankoven. Puts it on net. You'll need more than that to beat him.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Cuts to the front.
James, the goaltender's going to take a hard shot here. I thought he got squared to the shooter, but unfortunately, a little bit leaky as this one winds up in the back of the net.
fired up, forcing a stoppage in play. Montreal's dominated in the puck possession department, putting plenty of shots on net, and they lead by a wide gap in the third. The Canadiens win that offensive zone faceoff. The Hurricanes have it against the wall. Tosses it to Robinson. Passes it in front. He scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
Well, you don't get many odd man rushes throughout a game, James. You have to capitalize on your opportunity. I thought they executed perfectly. They didn't overpass. The right player took the right shot.
The Hurricanes don't really have time on their side here, but at least they've got something to push with.
Yeah, really tough hole to climb out of, but certainly that one goal will give them a little bit of a lift. It's respectable.
With possession along the wall. Oh, a clutch save!
Lucy's in the right spot at the right time. Just a brilliant save.
Montreal's grabbed a hold of the puck. Feeds it over to Suzuki. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. Shakes himself free. Big time save. Oh, my goodness.
Well, throw technique out the window. This time it's all about the competitive will to get to that puck. The Hurricanes have had a terrible effort tonight, and you know that practice tomorrow is going to be a tough one, and the video room is not going to be pleasant.
Sends the pass over. Montreal's got the puck against the boards. Oh, just not enough of that to keep it out. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Puts it up the net, and he catches that one with the glove. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Columbus is on the schedule next, and they will provide a stiff competition here as these two teams get set to collide. And off the draw, they win possession. The turnover! Here they come! Scores! And it's 3 unanswered goals, and as my mom likes to say, they're cooking with gas.
They're cooking with gas, and you can expect that they have put their opponents on their heels. This is a team that knows that they have worn their opponent down. Now they got to think the pedal to the metal. And watch closely as Bailey goes from being in a vulnerable position where their opponent has the puck to housing and creating offense. And you get no visual on this. communication that we're seeing on the ice, not just the body language, but also the vocalness. I mean, they're creating all over the ice, and it's been real fun to watch.
And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Montreal's had a lot of success tonight on their scoring chances, and look at the result here late in this third period. Stankoven's won a big draw on their own end. And that's taken away on the offensive end by Slavkovsky.
Montreal has been so impressive tonight. They're stealing pucks, they're finding ways to put them in, and it's been a blowout. The coach has got to be impressed.
Moves the puck along the half wall. Fires it on net. Gets a piece of it to make the save.
What a save. I mean, how quick do you have to be able to get on that puck, James? Anytime it's in the low slot, you've got to be on your toes, and that's exactly what he was to be able to make the save.
Inside of the final minute here in the third. Shuts them down. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Drives it to the crease. And scores! 4 straight goals. They're rolling now.
And talk about confidence, hey, James? I mean, their opponent does not have an answer. They look absolutely stunned. I mean, they are like a freight train just pounding down on them. They're going straight to the butterfly because he can't see the puck. I mean, they work on tracking exercises all the time. So they can't see them. You've got bodies in front of you. So this is a smart shot that makes its way to the back of the net.
Solid hit on that play. Can't connect on the shot. Taken along the wall by Delorier. With authority. And now he tries to get it across to Jankowski. Handles the pass. The Hurricanes have it from their own end. And as the final seconds tick away, listen to this place recognize a hard-earned victory. Montreal's coaches have to be pleased with what they've seen tonight. No shortage of scoring opportunities and no shortage of goals. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Tries to get it over to Gostisbehere. Here's a shot. Oh, what a stop there. And time winding down. And that brings an end to this one here this evening. And I guess it's fair to say the heater has come to an end, Cheryl, because somebody clearly turned off the heat based on this performance.
Yeah, James, when you've been on a heater and you're considered one of the best teams, guess what? You get everyone's A game. And a lot of effort with that. They're physically engaging against you. They're trying to close their space, and I don't think they were prepared for it tonight.
Hope you had as much